The Suicide Squad was directed by James Gunn and is the new official release in the DC Extended Universe. The earlier release we had this year was with Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is a whole new thing, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it right now. With a movie directed by James Gunn, you know that you're going to get some silly humor, a lot of interesting choreography and fight scenes, and a lot of craziness. But I'm going to give my thoughts on the Suicide Squad here in a minute, but make sure you guys subscribe down below and make sure to hit the bell icon so you guys are notified whenever I have a new upload that is released. And also, comment down below what you guys thought of the movie, if you guys have already seen it, or if you guys have not seen it. Make sure to, I don't know, just let me know if you're excited or something. So this plot of the Suicide Squad, without giving away too much, but you guys should know a little bit of the plot in the trailers. It's pretty basic at this point. The plot is basically a team is assembled by Amanda Waller, once again, and they basically have to break into a place, an organization, a Corto Maltese, and basically stop something called Project Starfish. And that's pretty much the plot. It's a very simple plot, and I think this movie benefits heavily from that. A lot of DC extended movies, I noticed, tend to try to do more than what they're capable of handling. For example, we've had, Suicide Squad, the first one, which tried to balance too much, but then it ended up being a disaster, and we didn't really like that one too much. Or we basically had something like Batman vs. Superman, which is very controversial amongst DC or comic book fans, of having too much going on, or just a lot of unnecessary stuff thrown in there. This movie does none of those things. He keeps it very basic, focuses on its characters, develops them, and basically just has a fun time with these characters. I'll tell you right now, this movie is absolutely a blast. But it's not going to be for everyone. If you are not a fan of James Gunn's style, because I'll let you know right now, this is violent. Probably the most violent comic book movie I've seen yet. And at times it's unnecessarily violent. This has a lot of humor, dark humor. Sometimes unnecessarily dark. And this has a lot of unnecessary moments in general. But does it work with the story they're doing? Yes. Some of it. And that's where I would say the violence kind of goes over the top at some points, and I'll say that it's kind of like the opening of the movie starts off violent. And it's kind of, like I said, over the top, but that's the experience you're getting with this James Gunn movie. It's going to be very over the top. And it's just absolutely nuts, man. This is one of the most wild DC movies I've ever seen. It is absolutely bonkers. A lot of this stuff I was looking at, I was like, there's no way this can get crazier. It absolutely does. The characters are very likable, very funny. This is an actual Suicide Squad, let me tell you right now. If you guys were mad that you were not seeing a Suicide Squad, you're gonna get it with this. A lot of characters die, and a lot of characters I did not expect to die, but they do. And it's absolutely bonkers, and it's mind-boggling to see the stuff that happens in this film. And with the designs and costumes of the characters, it works perfectly with the style of the film. Some of the costumes look campy. King Shark looks campy. But it all works because it's just nonsensical, crazy fun in this movie. And I think that's something that we just need at this time. A lot of them are being self-serious recently, and it feels good just to have a really weird, bonkers comic book movie that actually tells a good story and a narrative with its characters. The characters also find themselves developing, and that's what the audience, we tend to enjoy just liking that. Again, this is not going to be a film for everyone. A lot of things happen in this movie that I can't tell, that a lot of people are going to be like, what the heck? But you know what, if you guys like James Gunn's style, or you guys just like weird, crazy stuff, You guys are really gonna enjoy this one. The best way I can describe this movie, if I had to describe it, is that it feels like an 80s action film with superheroes in it. That's how it feels to me. And it's really fun. Now, I've heard things of people saying that this is the best DC extended movie. Yes and no. It is the most fun DC extended movie. But do I think it's the absolute best? No. I think the honor still goes to Man of Steel. I think it's the best DC extended movie. But for me personally, this comes in at number 2. And with that rating, I would say this is absolutely a top tier film. There's a lot of great moments, and it's hard for me to really hate on it, considering I actually sat through a large majority of this movie with a big old smile on my face. And that's the best reaction you can get out of me personally. But what did you guys think? Make sure to let me know down below. And as always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Isaiahization.